Hello everyone, my name is Blocks, and today we're actually in Roblox Studio. So about 2 weeks ago, I actually started making my very own pet game. But I quickly soon realized that I am terrible at scripting and cannot do anything with it. So I teamed up with Sev, and he's going to take care of all the scripting while I do all the modeling and building. Sev is best known for Nexus Clickers, Pet Pals 1 and 2, and his newest game, Roll for Pets. And so this is where we're at right now with the game. Here's the starting item and the starting eggs. And then we branch off into a fire and ice island. And the plan is eventually when you like prestige or rebirth, you'll unlock a new area to go to the next world. But for now, we're still working on world 1. So this middle island I think actually looks pretty decent for now. There's definitely some more details I can add in the meantime. But for now, I think it looks pretty decent. We have the leaderboards, which will be for top coins and top hatches. We had some nice trees and bushes that trying to make the area a little less bland. But as you can see, the fire and ice area is just completely blank. So today we're going to try to work on this fire area to make it look nice. And so the first thing I want to do is make a new barrier. I think for this area we're going to stick with the fence design, but we're going to recolor it. Instead of looking like wood, we're going to make it look like stone, but like a black or gray color to go around it. And then we might try to make some either fire trees or some molten rocks laying around. Not exactly sure yet, but I'm sure we'll figure it out. So let's go hop into Blender and start working on the fence. So here we are in Blender. Unfortunately I have to cut off the left side here, just because my main monitor is an ultra wide, and if I include the entire thing, it'd be an insane bezel at the top and bottom. So let me go open up the fence file real quick. So here's our fence that we designed last week. This is like my 3rd or 4th ever mesh I've made in Blender. And so what we're going to do is select everything. And what I did was project the UVs so that we can use the color palette. So it kind of just does the gradient for us. And I think we're going to move it over to this black and red color. I think that'll look pretty good. We're going to go and drag this over here. We're actually going to stretch the Y value so it has a little bit more of a gradient. And now let's go to the rendered view to see how it looks. So this is the new fence. I think I want it a little bit more darker. So we're going to select everything, go back into edit mode. Actually just going to move the entire thing down so it's more black than red. And that's how it looks right now. I think that looks pretty good. So I'm going to go and export this as an FBX file. And now we're going to go back to Roblox Studio and import it. So here they are, they imported in. Let's go and grab these and insert with location. So here is our fence. It's going to be way oversized in the beginning. Let's go and scale this down a bit. Let's go and drag this up over to the fire island. I think right about there looks pretty good. So there's our fence. Now we can start duplicating it until we make a full circle. Gonna make a new folder over here and label it fire fence. I'm gonna move all of these inside of that folder. And then now all we can do is hold shift to select these 3 pieces, and then Control D to make a duplicate. And then we're going to rotate the fence like this, and then do our best to try to connect it. And there we go, there's the second segment of the fence. Let's go and select all of these now, and duplicate that. And what I'm going to do is actually go here and just grab all of them, and then unselect the first one. And then Control D to make a copy of all of that. And there we go. There's our fence. I think it came out pretty good. And then let's grab all of these and anchor them. Let's go see how it looks inside the game. I think it looks pretty good. I think we're also going to make some new pillars for the bridge here so that's not like a wooden post connected to the rest of it. Maybe try to make like some stone lanterns or something like that, or columns. So we'll hop back into Blender and work on that. So here we are back in Blender. Time to make our little, I guess, column. So let's get rid of this. We're gonna add in a cylinder. In the bottom left, you can't see it, but you can adjust how many like sides it has. Then we're gonna scale the Z axis. And then we're gonna bevel it a little bit, make it a little bit smoother. Then we're gonna add another cylinder. And there we go. We'll also keep it at 16 faces. Gonna scale it down a little bit, kind of like that. And then scale the Z axis again. And we have like the bottom of like our pillar. Gonna scale it a little bit like that. Then what I think we're going to do, I'm going to try to add like a half circle or a half sphere on top of it. And then what I'm going to try to do is grab all of these and all of these. And to make it a little bit more, I guess, blocky looking, what I think we're going to do is go into here and add some of these. Grab all of them, go to mesh, transform, and randomize. Make them a little bit more random, just like that. Now we can go to decimate and start getting rid of some of them. I think that looks kind of like a rock pillar. I think that looks pretty good. We'll keep it there. We'll do the same to the top one here. And then now let's apply the textures. So that's how it's going to look so far. We'll just put this one down at the bottom so it's like a black. I think what I'm going to do actually is grab this and we're going to make a copy of it. Move it up here. Make it a bit smaller on the top one. And there we go. I think that looks pretty good. I guess we can throw in like an icosphere or something. Kind of just drop it in there like that. Make sure we apply all of our modifiers. And then I think I'm actually going to leave the icosphere untextured so that we can color it in Roblox and make it like a neon so it lights up. So let's save this and export it over to Roblox. And here we go. It all imported. And here it is. Let's scale this way down. Just going to put it on top of the old wooden post so it kind of hides it. I think that looks pretty good. Now we can realign our fences. And so for the icosphere on top, let's give it our own custom color. A red and make it a bit darker. Let's just try neon real quick to see how it looks. Let's anchor that real quick and see how it looks in game. I think we're going to make it a little bit smaller and then definitely change the color of the icosphere. So I think this is where I'm going to leave this pillar. Now we just got to copy everything and move it over here to the right side. And there we go. Let's go see how it looks in game now. So here we are in the spawn. Let's walk over here. And I think it turned out pretty okay. Now we just have to fill in all this blank space and then this egg should be good to go. So I'm going to go do all that and we'll be back in 3, 2, 1. And we're back. So I decided to put in a rock, a tree, kind of boring. And we have this cool little sacrifice area. So right now the plan is you can sacrifice pets for rare items and upgrades, as well as have a chance of getting a very rare pet. We also have this little pathway leading to the egg. For now I think it's passable, but I'll definitely try to add some more detail later on. So that is officially the second island for our pet game. If you guys would like to see more devlogs and what we do in the future with the game, please let me know in the comments below. And if you made this far into the video, please consider subscribing to the channel, as it does help out an absolute ton. Thank you all so much for watching, and I'll catch you all on the next one. Take care.